In a tragic turn of events that has shaken the gospel community to its core, beloved gospel icon Vanessa Knowles has suddenly passed away in a fatal car crash. And the details emerging are shocking. What really happened that fateful night? And why are some insiders claiming there's more to this story than meets the eye? Stay with us because what we're about to reveal will leave you speechless. Vanessa Knowles was more than just a gospel singer. She was a voice that inspired millions, a soul whose music brought hope and healing. Her sudden death in a fatal car crash has left fans, friends, and the gospel community reeling. But the story doesn't end there. Tonight, we are diving deep into everything surrounding this tragedy. From the exact circumstances of the crash to reactions from family, fellow artists, and even shocking claims from insiders, this video will uncover the facts that everyone is talking about. You won't believe what happened next, and some details are only now coming to light. As we go through this story, pay close attention because some revelations might challenge everything you thought you knew about Vanessa's life, career, and the moments leading up to that fatal night. By the end, you'll understand why this story is sending shock waves through the gospel world, and why fans everywhere are demanding answers. But first, let's start at the very beginning and trace Vanessa's journey, the events leading up to the crash, and the moments that changed everything. Vanessa Knowles was not just a singer. She was a phenomenon in the gospel world. Born and raised in a family that valued faith and music, Vanessa discovered her voice at a young age. By the time she was a teenager, she was performing in local churches, stunning congregations with a voice that carried both power and emotion. Her ability to connect with people through music was unmatched, and it quickly became clear that she was destined for greatness. Her professional career began when she released her first album, which soared to the top of gospel charts within weeks. Critics praised her for her unique style, blending traditional gospel with contemporary sounds, creating songs that resonated with both young and old audiences. Fans admired her authenticity. She never shied away from sharing her personal journey of faith, struggles, and triumphs. Beyond music, Vanessa was known for her humanitarian efforts. She actively participated in charity events, often performing for causes supporting underprivileged communities. Her life seemed full of purpose and promise, making the news of her sudden passing all the more heartbreaking. But behind the spotlight, Vanessa faced personal challenges that few knew about. Close friends and insiders reveal that her demanding schedule, constant travel, and pressure to maintain her public image took a toll on her physically and emotionally. Some say she had confided in loved ones about feeling exhausted. And yet, her dedication to her craft never wavered. As we explore the circumstances leading to her tragic accident, it's important to understand the context of her life, the highs, the struggles, and the drive that made her a legend. This is where the story begins to take a darker turn and the details of the night that changed everything start to emerge. But what exactly happened that night? How did a life so full of music, faith, and hope end in such a sudden, devastating crash? The answers are both shocking and deeply tragic. And in the next section, we will break down the events leading up to that fateful night. The night Vanessa Knowles lost her life began like any other evening. But it would end in tragedy that no one saw coming. According to official reports, Vanessa was traveling alone late at night, returning from a music event where she had delivered one of her most powerful performances to date. Fans and colleagues describe her energy at the event as electric. She had smiled, laughed, and connected deeply with the audience. Little did anyone know these moments would be among her last. Eyewitness accounts from that night paint a picture of chaos. Authorities confirmed that Vanessa's vehicle was involved in a high-impact crash on a major highway. Details indicate that her car collided with another vehicle under circumstances that are still under investigation. Early speculation suggested slippery road conditions and low visibility might have contributed, but insiders hint that other factors may have played a role, from potential mechanical failure to the possibility of another vehicle being involved. Emergency responders arrived at the scene within minutes, but the damage was extensive. First responders described the scene as devastating, emphasizing how severe the crash was. Despite immediate medical attention, Vanessa tragically succumbed to her injuries. The news spread quickly across social media, leaving fans and fellow artists in shock. Within hours, messages of mourning flooded her official accounts, and hashtags honoring her legacy began trending worldwide. Family sources revealed that Vanessa had been on her way home after a long day of rehearsals and performances. She had spoken with close friends earlier that evening, expressing excitement about an upcoming project she was working on, a collaboration that was meant to mark a new chapter in her career. Some insiders suggest that she had also mentioned feeling unusually fatigued, raising questions about whether exhaustion may have played a role. But here's the part that has sparked intense speculation. Witnesses reported seeing a second vehicle speeding near the scene just moments before the crash. Authorities are investigating whether this vehicle contributed to the collision or fled the scene. The idea that someone or something might have influenced the events of that night has fueled countless online discussions, theories, and debates. As details continue to emerge, the gospel community is grappling with both grief and disbelief. Vanessa's fans are mourning not only the loss of her music, but the sudden disappearance of a figure who inspired hope and faith. Fellow artists are speaking out, sharing their memories, and urging authorities to uncover the full story behind her tragic passing. In the next section, we will explore the immediate aftermath of the crash, including official investigations, reactions from the gospel industry, and the heartbreaking tributes pouring in from around the world. You won't want to miss what insiders are revealing behind closed doors, details that could change the way fans view her final moments. The news of Vanessa Knowles' fatal crash sent shock waves through the gospel community, and almost immediately, an outpouring of grief and disbelief swept across social media. Fans, colleagues, and fellow artists were left struggling to process the sudden loss of a woman whose music had touched millions of lives. Within hours, tributes began flooding in, from heartfelt messages on Instagram and Twitter to candlelight vigils held in her honor at local churches. Industry insiders reveal that Vanessa was not only loved for her music, but deeply respected for her professionalism, humility, and mentorship. Many younger gospel artists credit her with inspiring their careers, citing her encouragement, guidance, and unwavering belief in nurturing new talent. After her passing, several rising gospel singers shared stories of personal interactions with Vanessa, recalling moments when she had taken the time to offer advice, pray with them, or simply share words of comfort. Official reactions from the gospel music industry were swift and emotional. Record labels, fellow artists, and church leaders issued statements expressing profound sadness and emphasizing Vanessa's legacy. A prominent gospel minister described her as a voice that carried hope to the hopeless, a light in a world that sometimes feels dark, emphasizing how her loss was felt not only as a personal tragedy but as a blow to the gospel community at large. Social media quickly became a hub for mourning and speculation. Fans shared videos of her past performances, highlighting her vocal power, stage presence, and the joy she brought to audiences. Thousands posted messages such as, "Vanessa's music saved me," and "We've lost a true legend." Hashtags honoring her legacy began trending globally, reflecting the immense impact she had on people from all walks of life. But alongside the tributes, troubling questions began emerging. Some insiders hinted at inconsistencies in early police reports. Eyewitnesses and friends expressed concern over whether all details surrounding the crash had been made public. Rumors and speculation began circulating online. Was this truly an accident, or were there contributing factors being overlooked? While authorities have maintained that the investigation is ongoing, the public appetite for answers grew rapidly. Family statements added a deeply personal dimension to the tragedy. Vanessa's relatives described her as a loving daughter, sister, and friend, someone whose faith was as strong as her talent. They appealed for privacy and respect during this painful time, but also expressed a desire for the full story of the crash to come to light. Behind the official statements, close friends shared that Vanessa had been working on a major project that could have been a turning point in her career, a collaboration with top gospel artists that fans were eagerly anticipating. The thought that her life and career were cut short at such a pivotal moment amplified the sense of heartbreak. As the gospel world continues to mourn, memorial services and tributes are being planned to celebrate her life and career.